Thanks for the intro, Ted. Appreciate what you're doing here. What do we got? 183 people in the room already tonight. That's great. We'll be over 200 for sure. Wednesday evenings. We used to have 300 people here on an evening, on Wednesday evening. I guess everyone's getting bored. 2% per day. Every single day. My goodness, it starts to get boring. Other people might beg to differ with me. I'm buying JSS tripler positions now, a few of them, and it really is adding up. It really is the amount of money I spent was really not that much, really. I'm going to spend a lot more, I think. JSS tripler, 2% per day over time is a lot of money. It's really a great thing. Hey, let me give you some real facts on what's going on here, and I'll spare some of the small talk here. My job is to introduce people to Just Been Paid, tell them what they need to do to be successful, encourage them to put away their list of excuses, to follow the easy instructions, and to make as much money as possible. And I have a series of things I always say, and I believe they're very important, so I'm going to say them again tonight. How about that? A lot of it's going to be the same thing. It hasn't changed. It's getting really boring. Same thing day after day after day. 2% per day. Every day, 7 days a week. Look in your account, you see you get your 2%. Your positions do that for 75 days, and then they expire. Then you get a little bit less money, or you've been buying new positions with your earnings. Then your earnings don't go down. Every once in a while they'll go down a little bit, but then they'll go back up. Nice little system we have here. Just Been Paid. I just happened to talk to the owner. I'm really making this a little different tonight. I just talked to the owner tonight. How about that? Frederick Mann is the owner of the company. Sometimes we talk a lot. Sometimes we talk less. But we're always talking about what we need to do next to make Just Been Paid as successful as possible. That's what we do. And sometimes I get into the programming, and sometimes I get into writing copy for the website. Sometimes I just go in and start changing things around the way I think they need to be changed. But we also have lots of people on staff that do that also for us and with us. But it is absolutely my pleasure tonight to introduce you to Just Been Paid. If you've never heard what I've had to say, get used to big things. Get used to big statements, sometimes outrageous claims. We do some pretty weird things at Just Been Paid. We do some pretty big things too. Just Been Paid is absolutely incredible. Last few days we've had record-breaking days, way over record-breaking days. I think either there's a big promoter that's brought all their people aboard and they're just all going crazy, or maybe the word started getting around. Maybe word is starting to get around that about 7,000 to 8,000 people a day are signing up for Just Been Paid to take a look. Maybe that's what it is. 7,000, 8,000. Well, here we go. Let me give you the newest statistic here. Yesterday was a weird day. Anybody have any idea why Probably more money came in yesterday than any other day in the history of Just Been Paid. But only 5,000 people signed up. I think I have an idea. Maybe there's some. The day before that, almost 8,000 people signed up. The day before that, almost 8,000 people. The day before that, almost 8,000 people. The day before that, almost 7,000. Almost 7,000. Almost 7,000. On average, between 7,000 and 8,000 people are signing up a day. I don't know. Does anybody have a comparison? How many websites on the internet are getting 7,000 to 8,000 people signing up a day? I don't know. Of course, I've been living in my own world for the last 2 years. All I've been doing has Just Been Paid. Haven't been getting out very much. Of course, I'm pretty well, I'm pretty well informed because the members keep me informed. We also have a staff of about 40 people right now. They keep me pretty good informed. Frederick keeps me informed. There must be some websites out there, obviously, that are getting 7,000 to 8,000 people signing up a day. But I bet you it's not that many. That's a lot of people. So why are 7,000 to 8,000 people a day signing up on average? Let's do an average. 7,500 people a day on average. Why are 7,500 people a day, 7,500 people signing up for Just Been Paid every day to take a look and see what we're doing? Now, of course, not all those people actually click on the JSS Tripler button and buy their first JSS Tripler position. Usually it's a little bit less than that. But out of 7,500 people a day that are looking at our site, why are so many people looking at what we're doing? Well, I'm going to tell you the four reasons. I've broken down into 4 reasons. I think those are the 4 biggest reasons. Might be able to put them all into 2 reasons, or maybe put them all into 1 reason. I don't think so. I'm going to put it into 4 different reasons. Reason number 1. At Just Been Paid, everybody makes money for doing nothing. Actually, you can make an unlimited amount of money for doing nothing. Everybody makes an unlimited amount of money for doing nothing. That's reason number 1. That's probably the biggest reason, too. Why would you join a program somewhere else on the internet where you have to work like crazy, recruiting other people, selling products and services, whatever, to make just a little bit of money? Why would anybody do that? Well, it's called hard work. Some people believe in hard work. That's okay. I think most of us prefer to make lots of money by doing nothing. It's really true. That's one of the biggest reasons why Just Been Paid is so successful. Probably the biggest reason. Everybody makes money within 24 hours. You can make just as much as you want. You can buy up to $250,000 worth of advertising. You can have that much money in the system at any one point in time. Everybody makes money by simply spending money. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, why 7,500 people on average are signing up at Just Been Paid every day. Because the Just Been Paid system has been specifically designed to be indefinitely sustainable. Pretty important, right? Very, very important. In fact, that's the second thing you look for when you're looking for a program to join on the internet. First thing you're going to look for, can you make a lot of money by doing nothing? Or in any case, can you make a lot of money? That's the most important thing. Can you make a lot of money? That's your first question when you're trying to join a program, when you're trying to look for the right program on the internet. But the second question is this program going to be around for a long time? Or am I just wasting my time? First question you ask, can I make a lot of money with this program? Better question is, can everybody make a lot of money? Because what's the sense in being in a program where just you can make money, but all of your referrals, all your friends and family, they can't make much money? That doesn't make much sense either. You need to be in a program where everybody makes lots of money. Again, the second reason why so many people are joining Just Been Paid, 7,500 people a day on average, is because they'll be able to make money in the system for many years to come. The system was designed specifically to be indefinitely sustainable and pay a lot of money. Indefinitely. You can always make a lot of money in this system. The more money you put in, the more money you make. From day one, Frederick Mann, the owner of the program, has attempted to make the program indefinitely sustainable. There's no sense in bringing out a program. He's tried to bring out programs for years and never even started the programs because they were never, in his opinion, sustainable. It wasn't even worth starting them. When you start a program that's not sustainable, all you're going to do is make people mad, take people's money. Lots of people lose money. It's a huge disappointment. Makes a bad reputation for making money on the internet. It's not worth it. Frederick Mann finally came up with his concept. Started about 2 years ago. That's how long I've been working for Just Been Paid, a little bit over 2 years. And now he's got the final product completed. It's all we ever need. JSS Tripler in combination with JSS under the name Just Been Paid. That is the system that is indefinitely sustainable. Which means you'll be able to make money in the system, the same kind of money, 2% per day. You actually triple your money. Some of your money you'll triple. Most of your money, my experience has been, you'll get 2.5 times your money back. Put in $1,000, get back $2,500. Put in $10,000, get back $25,000. It's a lot of money. It would take you a long, long time at a normal bank to make that kind of money. Indefinitely sustainable. That's the second reason why so many people are signing up for Just Been Paid. Third reason, there's 4 reasons altogether. The third reason why so many people are signing up for Just Been Paid every day, 7,500 people on average right now. It will go up to 8,500 and 9,500, I'm sure, very soon. The third reason, nobody loses any money at Just Been Paid. Nobody loses any money. The only way you can lose your money is to buy advertising. That's our way to get involved in the system so you can take part of our revenue sharing system. And delete your account. If you sign up, spend lots of money, and then delete your account, your money's gone. Sorry, it's gone. Another way people lose money, if you sign up for our system and defraud the system. If you purposely try to steal money from our system by using some kind of trick or take advantage of some kind of malfunction in our system that gives you hundreds or even thousands of dollars, we're probably just going to delete your account. We're not going to ask a lot of questions. If you take money that's not entitled to you, you just might lose your account You lose all the money that you put in. Do not try to defraud our system. Do not steal from the Just Been Paid system, otherwise we'll delete your account. Those are the only ways you're going to lose money in our system. Otherwise, nobody loses any money. If anybody else tells you that they've lost money in this Just Been Paid system, they're lying to you. People do that all the time, but that's the old way of doing things. The old way on the internet was to say, yep, I lost money. I had $10,000 in that program and it closed. That's what used to happen. Still happening all day long today. People are putting money into risky, extremely risky programs. They're called HYIPs. They're programs that pay 1% a day, 2% per day, 3% per day. Those things exist too. They're extremely risky. They could close at any time. The last people that paid their money in, they lost their money. That's why they are outlawed in most every country. HYIPs are not well seen in most countries. In fact, they're illegal in some countries. That's why they're illegal, because so many people lose so much money every year. Do not participate in HYIPs and in programs that pay you a lot of money unless they say that they are indefinitely sustainable. If they specifically say they are indefinitely sustainable, go ahead and try them out. If you otherwise believe that the program is run by somehow honest people, go ahead and try them out. That would be my best advice. But if they do not say that they're indefinitely sustainable, believe me, they are probably not. If they don't say that they're indefinitely sustainable and they pay a lot of money, they are most likely, because it's happened 100% of the time over the last 10 to 15 years, all HYIP programs, all programs that pay a lot of money and that are not specifically designed to be indefinitely sustainable have crashed. Everybody loses their money who put their money in last. Usually that's millions of dollars, unfortunately. Nobody loses any money in Just Been Paid. That's why 7,500 people are signing up every day to kick the tires. Again, if you're not used to big claims and big-time business and all the successful things that we're doing and some of these things that I'm saying, this might not be the right program for you. It just happens to be the best program on the internet, the best program the internet's ever seen, because of the reasons I'm talking about. First three things I already talked about. Everybody makes money for doing nothing. The program is indefinitely sustainable, specifically designed so that it runs forever. And number three, because of number two, because of the second thing, number three, nobody loses any money. And then number four, the fourth reason why 7,500 people are signing up per day that Just Been Paid to take a look, because we pay our salespeople so much money. Now, everybody in this room is a salesperson. If you are signed up for Just Been Paid to take a look, you can already promote your website. You can already make an unlimited amount of money and not even spend any money. All you need to do, you don't have to buy any products and services. All you have to do is start promoting your website. You can make an unlimited amount of money, up to $500 per day per referral, by introducing other people to Just Been Paid. That is a lot of money. There are people making thousands of dollars a week advertising their Just Been Paid business. thousands of dollars a week. I know that for sure. I've been doing it for months, making thousands of dollars a week for months without doing anything. I did my initial work. I found about 70 people who signed up for Just Been Paid. As far as I know, I'm still the third top earner in the company who has been promoting their website. Now, there are people that are making a lot more money than I have because they're spending their own money. But you can be one of the top earners in the company by simply advertising your website. And we even teach you how to do it. Reason number 4 why so many people are signing up for Just Been Paid every day, 7,500 people every day, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, is because our salespeople make so much money. We pay our salespeople a lot of money to bring in new faces into Just Been Paid. So welcome to Just Been Paid. You are absolutely at the right place. You can make a lot of money by simply participating, by buying advertising. That's what we sell at Just Been Paid. We sell advertising. We sell advertising in the form of JSS tripler positions. Every time you buy a JSS tripler position or JSS position, you're buying advertising packages. You just can't spend those credits yet. As soon as our advertising system is set up, and that's a hot item right now, it's Just Been Paid. We're still looking for the person or company that's going to do that for us. As soon as we find them, we're going to get this thing up and running. If you know somebody who's going to help us do that, let us know. We're looking for a huge advertising system. Last thing I talked about with Frederick tonight, it's going to be big. We're looking for the best advertising system we can find, and we have money to pay for it. If you've got that solution or you know somebody's got that solution, make sure they contact me as soon as possible. Carl at justbeenpaid.com, that's the best way to contact me. That system will be up and running just as soon as we can do it. That's how you'll be able to spend your advertising credits from the advertising that you've been buying. Everybody at Just Been Paid buys advertising. That's method number 1 to make money in our program. Method number 1, that's how the top 20 earners got to be where they are today. They have bought a lot of advertising. Costs $10 a shot. Every time you buy advertising credits, you buy advertising, you buy JSS tripler positions. The more JSS tripler positions you buy, the more money you make, because we pay you back more than you spend. We pay you back almost 3 times as much as you spend. If you spend $1,000, we're going to give you back about $2,500 on average. It's true. We've been doing it for over a year now. So welcome to Just Been Paid. You're absolutely at the right place. If you didn't notice, we have a lot of people in here tonight wondering what's going on. Keep in mind, there's a lot of people that do already know what's going on. They're not here tonight. We have almost 400,000 people signed up for Just Been Paid who can log in to see what's going on. They can log in to participate in these conference calls, to look at their Just Been Paid member area. That many people we've got signed up so far, and it's growing by about 7,500. Well, that's not true. Probably about 6,500 people a day. By 5,500 people sign up, 1,000 people probably forgot they even started to sign up, or they were using an email address that they couldn't use with our system, so they stopped signing up, or they decided to use a different email address. Probably turns out to be around 6,500 people a day who are joining our membership to take a look. They can log in, and out of all those people that we have right now, there's 218 people right now in this room. What does that tell you? Well, obviously a lot of people already know what's going on. They've been in the program for a while. They don't need to come in here. But the newest people, 7,500 people that signed up over the last 24 hours, where are they? Well, it turns out that a lot of people cannot follow simple steps. They log into our website, or they can. Some of them just logged into the website. In fact, most people that sign up for Just Been Paid, they log in, they click on the two buttons or the one button they want to use to participate in our program. If you look at the top or the right-hand side of the screen in Just Been Paid, there's two buttons there. One says Buy JSS Tripler Positions, and the other button underneath it says Find Others Who Do the Same. Those are the two ways to make money in our program, right? We make it really, really simple. We try not to confuse you. We know that you have a lot of things going on in your life, so we want to make things as easy as possible. Log into Just Been Paid. Click on button number 1 and button number 2. You can do both buttons if you want to. Those are just advertising credits. And remember, we give you more money back than you spent. We start paying you 2% per day for every dollar that you spend. You have to come up with at least $10 to buy your second position. The first position you can buy from the first $10 that we give you when you sign up. So everybody that signs up gets $10 for free. Well, not quite for free. Gets $10 to spend just by signing up. Now, 60 days later, you'll have to give us back that $10. Comes out to a lot of money. If we have, 4,000 people a day buying JSS Tripler Positions, the first one, that costs the company, $40,000 a day? It's nice to have that money back, so we want you to pay it back after 60 days. But during that 60 days, you can already use that money to buy your first JSS Tripler Position and start earning 2% per day, and you can even start compounding your money. So when you because after your first 50 days, you receive your $10 back, and you can use that $10 to buy a new position. So by the time we take away $60 out of your JSS account, not JSS Tripler, JSS account, you'll already have 2 positions in the system, making you 40 cents a day, for example. In any case, if you just take that money that you put in and compound it, that means use all of the money that you have, that you make all the time, each day, to buy new JSS Tripler positions, you're going to get back about 3.4 times your money back. Over 3 times. You're going to more than triple your money just by starting out and Just Been Paid and doing what you need to do, which is to simply buy your first JSS Tripler position. Now we do that. We give you your first $10 to spend because we want you to see how the system works. It turns out that people who do buy their first JSS Tripler position are very impressed with what they see, and they buy more positions with their own money. That's why we do that. So it turns out that most people that sign up actually spend some of their own money, whether it's $10 on top of the first $10 they have that they put in, or whether they put in another $1,000 or $500 or $100, it doesn't matter. Simply spend as much money as you can afford. Don't use the rent money. Don't use the grocery money. The people that have the most fun in our system, the people that are making the most money and having the most fun too, because they don't have any stress about when they have to get back their money, the people that are having the most fun and they're making the most money, those are the people who are spending money that they can afford to do without for a few months. Use money. Use as much as you can, but use the money that you can afford to be without for a few months. Don't use the money that you're going to need back exactly in 75 days, because maybe you won't get it all back in 75 days. We have something called the restart. It happens every few months. It shakes things up a little bit. It takes away some of your daily earnings and gives you longer-term earnings instead. But this trick that we use, called the restart, enables you to make 2% per day forever. Enables us to keep on going. We don't have to close the program down because the money's all gone. We simply restart the system and we keep right on going. Good thing about the restart is, after the restart is completed, you'll have a few less JSS tripler positions. You'll have some JSS positions instead. But in the end, you haven't lost any money. It's even going to look like you have more money. Again, nobody loses any money. Your money just goes from our JSS tripler system over into JSS. JSS is our matrix system. It's a 2x2 matrix, a special 2x2 matrix. I don't believe there's any other system on the internet that does the exact same thing that our 2x2 matrix does. You don't have to sponsor anybody. You don't have to recruit anybody. You don't have to promote your website to get your matrix to cycle. All you have to do is buy what we call placements and placement upgrades. Simply follow the steps, buy placements and placement upgrades to cycle your JSS matrices. Very easy to do, but it's a little more complicated, of course, than JSS tripler. JSS tripler, you don't have to do anything at all other than to buy your tripler positions. If you want to make even more money, then take your daily earnings and buy new JSS tripler positions. JSS tripler is extremely easy. The program that everybody participates in, because it's so easy, gives you daily satisfaction as you're making a little bit of money. Some people are not making a little bit of money. Some people are making over $1,000 a day because they have over $10,000 in the system, or even more. It's up to you. Spend as much money as you can afford. Spend a lot of money, and you can get right up there on our top 20 earners board. Those are the people that have made the most money. They're located on the Just Been Paid blog, the top 20 earners. Those are just earnings they have in JSS tripler. They also have earnings in JSS. There are even some people on the top 20 earners list who have never sponsored anybody. They haven't told anybody about what they're doing. All they do is just buy JSS tripler positions. You can be completely passive. That's what it's called. You don't have to promote your website. That's called passive. And you can make a lot of money in this program. So again, method number one is to buy JSS tripler positions. That's the way most people do it. Method number two, find other people who buy JSS tripler positions. I'm going to make it real easy for you. Those are the two ways. You don't need to look for a third method or a fourth method. We don't have 10 different programs, 10 different multiple income streams. It's a little bit redundant, isn't it? There's only two ways. And if you want to be passive, there's really only one way. You can also buy JSS positions directly. We encourage you to buy at least one. When you get started, buy a JSS position also, not just JSS triplet positions. But you don't have to. You can just buy JSS triplet positions and your money will grow like crazy. 2% per day, right? 7 days a week. So method number 2, let's talk about that a little bit more. You can make up to $500 per day per referral by introducing other people to the Just Been Paid system. Up to $500 per day per referral. So if you find Joe, and Joe spends $5,000 today, you make $500 today. And you can use that money to spend immediately on anything you want to. JSS positions, JSS triplet positions. You can send that money over to your AlertPay account, your Solid Trust Pay account, Liberty Reserve, or Perfect Money account. Every day you make money. If you're buying positions, you make money every day. If you're promoting your website and introducing Just Been Paid to other people, you can make money every day also. I happen to receive hundreds of emails every single day. Since the beginning of JSS Triple, I've received hundreds of emails a day telling me that I've made $1, I made 50 cents. It gets kind of annoying after a while, but you'll get used to it. It's really nice to have a little bit extra money to spend. It's really nice to be able to just go anywhere and do anything you want to do with your family and not worry about the money. Just Been Paid can do that for you. Just Been Paid is not the most beautiful system that you ever saw. One of the things I like to talk about every day. Just Been Paid doesn't have all the features you'd like to see. Doesn't have the most beautiful affiliate websites or the most extravagant flash and video presentations. Doesn't have the greatest member area, really. It's pretty simple. It gets done what needs to get done for you. But let me tell you, it does show you the money. You start getting paid within 24 hours, all these kind of things. Believe me, there are many, many websites out there that look really, really good. One of the last programs I was in before I came on board with Frederick Mann, it looked really good. One of the best ones I ever saw, I thought it looked great. And I said, well, if I can't make money with this program, I can't make money with any program. Man, was I wrong. Hardly made any money at all. It's a joke what I made. $7, I believe, in 2 months. There were few referrals that I got to sign up. I'm sure they didn't make anything. What a waste of my time. And I thought it was going to be something really good. Just Been Paid doesn't look that great. Not yet. We'll be working on it. Incidentally, we're hiring 3 computer people right now. If you're interested in working for us, make sure you look at the job descriptions on the job board. We're hiring people to make everything look better and make everything work a little bit better. We've got almost 40 people now on staff working on things to make things better for you. We'll get there, but we're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. We have lots of time. We're not worried about having to close in a few weeks or a few months. We've got lots and lots of time because the system is indefinitely sustainable. It's a nice situation to be in. It's my pleasure to come in here every day and introduce people to the best system the Internet's ever seen. Because if we really are indefinitely sustainable and we really can continue to pay 2% per day, we're doubling money, we're tripling money. If we can continue to do that for many years, and that's what we're thinking we can do, then we really are something very, very special. Something everybody has been looking for. You can introduce your friends and family to Just Been Paid. Anybody that you care about. Don't have to worry about them losing their money. There is very little risk at Just Been Paid. Very little risk that you lose your money. If you want absolutely no risk, you're going to have to go to a bank. Banks offer insurance, FDIC. What else do they have? In any case, banks guarantee your money, at least up to a certain amount of money. They don't guarantee an unlimited amount of money, right? Just Been Paid. There are no guarantees, but you can be very sure the owner of the program will do everything he can do to make this program last forever. He's already convinced it's going to last forever. Now he just has to make sure the technology is in place to handle all the new members. That's all he has to do at this point. Now he's going to do more things. There are several things planned to make this system bigger and better and in lots of different ways. Things I can't tell you about yet. But the system is already the way it needs to be to last forever. In any case, try to overlook some of our construction sites on the internet or on our website. We're not done yet. We're going to get a lot better. But keep in mind, you already have right in front of you right now a system that's better than I had when I started. And I've already made over $100,000 in JSS Tripler alone. I only have 70 referrals that ever bought a JSS Tripler position. I haven't promoted my website for about 8 months. So only for the first 4 months I was promoting my JSS Tripler website, and I made over $100,000. Pretty good, right? I'm not impressed. I could have made a lot more. If I wasn't working for the owner of Just Been Paid day and night, helping other people be successful, helping keep the system up and running, I could have made a lot more. An awful lot more, that is for sure. So if you want to make money at Just Been Paid, do what you have to do. Make the money. Don't just get a job at Just Been Paid. You won't make that money. You won't never make that much money working at Just Been Paid, helping other people be successful. You make more money if you be nice and selfish and simply advertise your affiliate website. Learn how to advertise your affiliate website. We teach you how to do that in our marketing training center. Take full advantage of those resources. All kinds of people that are helping you be successful advertising your website. Hold on just a second, please. I'll be right back. doing? Welcome to Just Been Paid. You're at the right place. You can make a lot of money. There are two ways to make the money. I told you about that. Just have to follow the simple steps. We try to make them as simple as possible. Just look in your member area and follow those steps the best way you can. Put away your list of excuses. One of the number one excuses I've heard people say, well, if I can't use PayPal, then how am I going to make my payment? If I can't use credit card, how am I going to make my payment? How am I going to be involved? How am I going to spend money? Well, you don't need PayPal. You can't use PayPal. PayPal does not support systems that pay on more than one level. We pay on two levels. We also have parts of our system that are HYIP, look like an HYIP anyway. PayPal will not support us. Credit cards, very similar system, very similar situation. Taking credit cards directly. We may be able to do that. We're looking for a new way to be able to take credit cards directly. If you have a good method for us, now is a good time to let us know, because we're looking for the best way to take credit cards. Keep in mind, in the United States, programs that look like they are an HYIP, that's what we look like. If you initially join Just Been Paid, we look like we are a HYIP, a revenue sharing program that pays a lot of money. That's an HYIP. We look like that in the beginning, so in the United States, there are good chances that if we were located in the United States, our system would be investigated, closed down for that period of time, obviously. Not very good for business, obviously. So that's why we're not located in the United States. We're located what we call offshore. Right now, that's in the Netherlands. So we cannot just use a United States bank with a United States credit card. We do not want the assets of the company all frozen just because somebody decides to investigate what we're doing. So we're looking for Visa, MasterCard capabilities somewhere outside of the United States, somewhere where our bank account is safe. The bank account from the membership of Just Been Paid is safe from such investigations and seizures. Could also card, I guess, right? When they come in and just seize everybody's money and say, hey, stop right there. What are you guys doing? But in any case, right now you have to use payment processors such as AlertPay, Solid Trust Pay, Liberty Reserve, and Perfect Money. If you want to use a credit card, you just use Solid Trust Pay. If you can use Solid Trust Pay, use a credit card with Solid Trust Pay. I think there's a limit on how much money you can spend with a credit card with Solid Trust Pay, but in any case, you can. There are exchangers that will help you fund your JSS account with a credit card that work with Liberty Reserve and Perfect Money or even AlertPay or whatever. So you just have to find an exchanger that will help you use your credit card. These things are available, but it's not that easy. Now we are going to greatly beef up. If you know what that means. Where's the beef? Remember that commercial? We're definitely going to be helping people more actively fund their payment accounts, because we know it's a huge problem. In the meantime, simply contact our help desk and ask for support there. Obviously, contact the payment processor, the one you want to work with. Some payment processors are only available in certain countries. Some payment processors are very friendly in some countries, but not very friendly in other countries. use the payment processor that works best for you. Visit forums on the internet. They will tell you all the tricks that you need to use to get your account funded. Do not let PayPal get in your way of success. PayPal does not work with high yield income programs. Programs where you can make a lot of money for doing nothing, you cannot use PayPal. Do not let any excuses that you can come up with get in your way and stop you from making lots of money on the internet. Do not let that happen. If you run into any problems, let us know. We have 20 people working in this room here, 7 days a week, 24/7. This room's always open. We will help you answer any question you have about the program. If they cannot answer your question in this room, they will send you over to the help desk. There's another 10 people over there that are working to help you be successful. They can log into your account and tell you exactly what you need to do next. They can also help you there, get your accounts funded. Take advantage of the help that we give you. Do not use that as an excuse. That's a bad excuse because you can get your questions answered in this room in a few seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Count the time. 6 moderators in the room tonight should be able to get your questions answered in this room in about 10 seconds max. The help desk has a turnaround time of 24 to 48 hours. It's really fast. You can get your questions answered at Just Been Paid just as quick as you need. Welcome to Just Been Paid. We give you lots of help. You've got everything you need to be successful. Nobody loses any money. Everybody makes money for doing nothing. You can start out with absolutely no money. Just go to the library or any computer, your friend's computer, sign up for Just Been Paid. Write down your username. You got to sign a username, or you can change it to something easy to remember if you want to. Write that down on a piece of paper. Take it home with you and go to www.tripler.biz. Or take it home with you and remember that username, because once you have that username, you're all set. You can start advertising your website and make an unlimited amount of money by doing so. All you got to do is write down www.tripler.biz on a piece of paper. Write your username on there too, or your alternative username if you want to. As far as I know, you can even put down your member ID number, but that's not very good security. Use your username or your alternative username. Write them down on a piece of paper with www.tripler.biz on them. And when you give that to anybody, friends, family, somebody in the doctor's office, somebody in the mall, if you give that to somebody and they sign up and enter your username as the sponsor, you will get credit for every bit of money that they spend in our system over the lifetime of the program. The lifetime of the program is expected to be many years. You owe it to yourself to learn how to promote your website. You can make a lot of money from the money of other people. Why do we talk so much about promoting your website? Because you're not limiting yourself to your own money. Let's say you only have $20 to spend. How long is it going to take you to get to $1 million? A month? No, probably not. 2 months? No, probably not. It's going to take longer. 6 months? No, it's going to take longer than 6 months. Sorry. want to make $1 million, it's going to take years to make $1 million. It's just been paid. You want to make lots of money at just been paid. Either spend lots of your own money or find other people who spend lots of money. So welcome to Just Been Paid. I think I've told you the most important things. It's up to you now. We have everything there for you to do what you need to do to be successful. All you have to do now is do it. We've got the best system on the internet to make the most money for the longest time, forever. Now you just have to use the system the way it's intended. Either buy your JSS triplet positions or find other people who buy them. Those are the only two ways to make the money. Now you just have to do it. You want to be a doctor? You're going to have to go to medical school. You're going to have to get up and go to school every single day, 5 days a week or whatever you do. You're going to have to spend a lot of money to get there. If you want to be a doctor, you got to follow the steps. In the end, you're going to have to take a job as a doctor and do what a doctor does to make the money of a doctor, right? You have to follow the steps. You have to do what is necessary to make the money of a doctor. It's just been paid. If you want to make money, there are certain things you have to do. And they're completely different. You don't even have to get out of bed. You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to take a shower. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to have a car. Nobody's watching you, what you're doing all day long. You don't have to do what the boss tells you to do. It's different. There are different rules. It's completely different. But the steps are fairly simple. And if you follow those steps, you can make a considerable amount of money. And because Just Been Paid is a program where you can make a lot of money, you are definitely at the right place. Now learn how to follow the simple steps, and you will be all set. Okay, that was the welcome for Just Been Paid. That's enough for tonight, right? The next thing we do is talk about current events. I'll just tell you a few things about what we're doing today, what we'll be doing tomorrow, and then we'll open up the room to any questions that you have. Any questions at all, get those questions ready. I will be happy to answer any questions that I can. I should know all the answers to your questions. If I don't, then nobody else does either. Maybe there is no official answer from the company yet. Maybe we're not that far yet, so we can't really tell you what the answer is. But otherwise, I should know the answer. That's question and answer time. That will start in about 10 minutes or so. First, let me go over our current events, what's happening today, what will be happening tomorrow, the next day. Lots of people are interested in how to make the most money today, tomorrow. How are they going to make money in the next few days? How are they going to solve maybe a problem or two that they're having? I'm going to talk about those in the next 10 minutes or so. So the latest restart has completed a week or so ago, I guess. If you've received JSS positions because of the restart, what do? You log into your JSS account and take a look at your positions, start buying placements and placement upgrades according to the suggestions that we put in place for you. You can also go to the JSS training room. Happens on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. There they teach you exactly in detail how to cycle your JSS positions. In any case, a lot of people have received a lot of JSS positions over the last few weeks. Take care of those JSS positions. They will help you make money, make the other part of your money. A lot of your money comes from your participation in JSS Tripler, and some of your money comes from your participation in JSS. Another thing that we've recently done, very exciting actually, is the Regional Representatives page. Check out the Regional Representatives page. There you can find support, assistance in other languages. There's also people there that speak the English language that can help you. That page is more designed for the people who cannot do English that well. Excuse me, hold 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Regional Representatives page is the way that we've designed for everybody worldwide to be able to participate in Just Been Paid. It doesn't matter which language you speak. If you go to that Regional Representatives page, you'll notice we have, 3 or more representatives in China or who speak Chinese. I'm going there right now. Hold on. You can get to the Regional Representatives page by just going to Just Been Paid and then clicking at the link on the top of the page. Click here for other languages, for example. Wait, only 3 people still in Chinese? Only 3 people. Oh, we got one on China, mainland China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, right? Only 3 people taking care of, over 2 billion people speaking Chinese in the world, something like that. If you want to help these 3 people, and you know how Just Been Paid works, and you know how to speak Chinese, maybe you have some documents that you prepared, some translations that you've done, some websites that you have ready to show us, try to get on the Regional Representatives page. You not only have to help, if you're doing Chinese, you're going to have to help 2 billion people be successful. But we're also going to, out of these 2 billion people that are speaking Chinese, some of them are going to sign up under you. And I hope for you, thousands of them sign up under you. That's what this page is designed to do. It's designed to give people who speak a foreign language a chance to also make some big money at Just Been Paid. And you can help these people by simply getting your profile filled out and clicking on the checkbox so that you will be on this list too. Chinese was just an example. If you go down the Regional Representatives page, we've got all kinds of representatives now in most of the common languages, and we're going to be adding more and more people as we go along, obviously. Regional Representatives page. Very, very powerful. Okay. Platinum placements, still projected to be done sometime this week. Once Platinum placements get released, you'll be able to cycle your JSS positions in a matter of a few days instead of over a month now it's taking to fill placements. Huge enhancement. The Fill Now feature is expected to be implemented very soon. There you can fill your last spot in your matrix in 3 minutes. That's how we used to do it. I don't know if it'll be 3 minutes this time. Maybe it'll be 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but in any case, it'll be very fast. The sales manager, newly hired, Lavore Lewis. He's going to show you what he's got. He's going to help you be successful advertising your website, helping you start being successful as soon as possible. Okay, very, very powerful, very important. If you follow the simple steps, you will be successful advertising your website quickly. Do the best you can to take his lead and get what you need, get done what you need to get done. Advertise your website effectively. Find other people who want to make money for doing nothing. What else do we have going on? So a few more user experience enhancements. Big thing we're working on right now is to help you get your JSS accounts funded. All money has to go through your JSS account. You fund your JSS account, then you can use it for JSS Tripler. We don't use PayPal, but we use 4 other payment processors. A lot of people do not have these payment processors. We're getting ready to help you a lot more in this area. A lot of other things we have all completed at Just Been Paid. Now we need to help people get their money where they need it. You need to get signed up for each of the payment processors. You need to get your money into these payment processors the easiest, best way you can, so you can buy JSS tripler positions, right? Because that's what you need to do to make the money. Another thing we'll be doing very soon is subtracting $10 from lots of people's accounts. People that got their first free $10 to spend on their first JSS tripler accounts, that system will be activated very soon. If you don't have your $10 taken back yet after 60 days, don't worry. We'll take care of that in the next few days. So that's going to happen. This is simply going to be a $10 amount taken back from or subtracted from your JSS account. Not JSS tripler, from JSS. And what else do we have going on? Probably a few things that I forgot. One thing as soon as I talk to a web designer, and an expert web designer and an expert PHP MySQL programmer, they're going to be hired on the spot. We need them right away. As soon as I talk to the right person, they're going to be hired, so make sure you get in contact with me. If I don't contact you back, either I don't have the time yet or I've already moved on and I'm looking for somebody else. Don't worry, I'll contact you back. Make sure you get your resume over to Carl@justbeenpaid.com. We need somebody immediately. As soon as I have the time, as soon as I talk to that person, they're going to be hired immediately. We need to move on. We have a lot to do. Be part of our team. Sure, we're going to pay you fairly good. But if you know how to promote your website, well, that's what you need to be doing, right? Keep in mind, I've made thousands of dollars a week advertising my affiliate website. I could have made double, triple, or even 4 or 5 times that amount if I wasn't working for Just Been Paid. If you advertise your website, you can make a lot more money than you can by simply working a daytime job. That's what I do. I work a daytime job. Actually, I work a nighttime job too. 24/7, I make myself available to Just Been Paid. If you like that kind of stuff, if you are passionate about Just Been Paid, know the Just Been Paid system a little bit, and you'd like to help us out to make that system better with your web design, expert web design, not just a beginner, not just somebody's been doing it a couple of years. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in somebody's an expert at, or PHP, MySQL, that person we're looking for immediately. We're also looking for somebody to help us design our system so that it will be ready for, I don't know, hundreds of millions of people anyway. Billions of people, I don't know about that. Hundreds of millions of people. We need a system that will have us ready for hundreds of millions of people. If you think you can help us do that, you know what you need. You know what we need to do. Let us know. I'd be very interested in listening to you. Also, we have money to pay for this person to help us get to this level, and we probably do not have the expertise in-house. So let us know if you can help us get there. That's another person we'd like to have on staff as soon as possible. So, and otherwise we're working on new and exciting, extremely exciting ways for everybody to make lots and lots of money at Just Been Paid. Believe me. Yeah. We're going to go some amazing places in the next few months and years. Okay. Let's open up the room now to your questions. You have the questions, I have the answers. Question and answer time. Give me about 1 minute, I'll be right back. Simply post your question in the room or contact one of our moderators with your question and they will post your question in the room. I normally do not answer the questions posted in black. If you are just that's understated, sorry. If you are just a member and you're not a moderator, then I probably won't answer your question directly. But if you do have a question, then get it posted in the room by somebody who writes in red, one of our moderators. Remember, the moderators may answer your question immediately. That would be great, right? But if they would like me to answer their question or answer your question, I would certainly be happy to do so. So it's question and answer time, and when question and answer time is completed, we'll be done for this evening. It's question and answer time. Get your questions on the screen. I'll be back in about 1 minute. Don't be shy. Same question you have is the same question a lot of other people are having. Let us know what you're thinking. Looks like Alt has the first question. Can we get a hint on the upcoming programs? I don't know. Not really. Not really. Well, the level 2 of Just Been Paid, that's not been launched yet. It costs $57 every 3 months or something like that. Maybe it will be paid monthly, for example. That's a hint. Look for that coming very soon. We've got some huge things planned. Really, really big things. Every time I talk to Frederick, he's thinking of something new. If you can help us out, please step up to the plate. We'll hire you, and maybe you can help us get some of these things done we're trying to get done. Broad has the next question. How do you address the "is this a Ponzi" question to people? Well, first of all, correct them immediately and tell them it's not a Ponzi. It's a revenue sharing system. Everybody puts their money into the pot and it comes out to the member that requests it or the member that has earned it. It's a revenue sharing program. Now, a revenue sharing program that does not have a plan for the future is very bad. Everybody calls it Ponzi. It's a program where the last people in lose their money. It's just a ridiculous system where the first people in make money, the last people in don't make any money. Eventually the money runs out. The program stops. A lot of people lose money. Most people lose money is what usually happens. Just Been Paid sort of looks like that in the beginning, right? 2% per day. Everybody knows you can't pay 2% per day forever. What you do is just let people know that is the way that we get people's attention. Because most people realize 2% per day is a lot of money if it could be sustained. So that gets their attention. And then we start talking about being indefinitely sustainable. We show people how we are indefinitely sustainable and introduce people to the idea of a restart. And the JSS matrix system, which is indefinitely sustainable. In fact, there's $1 million reward out for the person who proves that it's not indefinitely sustainable. If you send them to the JSS Tripler 3 affiliate website, if you've already got their interest, send them over to JSS Tripler 3. Everybody has this website. It's the one that ends with JSS Tripler 3. That talks about the indefinitely sustainable concept. That might help them out. But in any case, it's a program where we buy advertising. We pay back more money than we take in. But we're still a sales company, right? We sell advertising. We simply pay back everybody more money than they spent on the advertising. And that's what makes it so exciting. But because of the restart feature, nobody loses money. We have liabilities that we have to pay out every day, and those liabilities are transformed into assets, JSS Matrix assets. They're assets for the company, they're assets for the member, because when one of these assets cycles, the company makes money and the member makes money. What we're also going to do, and this is an even better answer maybe, and I've talked to lots of people about this subject, and it's still difficult for people to understand what we're doing. And believe me, most people do not understand what we're doing. In fact, 90% of the people don't understand what we're doing. Probably 95% or 99% of the people do not understand what we're doing, or at least how it's done. They got a pretty good idea, or they have a faint idea maybe, but they do not understand. Some of our top promoters in the company do not understand what we're doing. Because if they did understand, they would be completely on board, and they would never touch another system on the internet that's not indefinitely sustainable. They would stay away from it. So some top promoters do not understand what we're doing. They do not have a good appreciation of what we're doing. So do not expect your referral either. It's another good answer. Move on to the next referral. Remember, the people that come to you and start asking lots of questions and are very skeptical, they are probably not ever going to spend any money anyway. They're probably going to be very bad referrals, waste a lot of your time, and you're not going to make any money from them anyway. And they're going to call you all the time and ask you how come their $10 has only turned into $8 so far, and they think they were supposed to get 20 cents more today, but they got the 20 cents less. All these kind of things. Are those the people that are going to make you lots of money? Probably not. Remember, there are people ready to go. There are millions of people who are ready to go. They want more money for their family. They want to quit their jobs. They want to stop looking for a job. They want to work from home. Those are the people who are ready to go. Looks like Maurice has the next question. Could you briefly go over the Fill Now feature and the Platinum functionality? When will it be available? I cut out in the presentation. Well, I didn't say much about the Fill Now feature and the Platinum feature. Platinums will simply enable you to cycle your matrix ahead of everybody who doesn't buy Platinums. Just like premium placements. If you buy a premium placement, you are way ahead of everybody who didn't buy a premium placement. All they did was buy an expedited placement, or they didn't buy any placements at all. Platinums is going to give preferential treatment to the filling of the spots in your matrix over somebody who only bought premium, or expedited, or didn't buy any didn't buy any upgrades at all. And they cost $2.50 more than a premium placement. Are people going to buy platinum placements? They sure are. Because if they don't, their matrices are not going to cycle as fast. Now, if you just upgrade your placements to expedited or to premium, there are very good chances that your upline or your downline will upgrade them to platinum, which is only another $2.50. So the more money you spend in general on placements and placement upgrades, the faster your matrices will cycle. Fill now feature to answer that question. To answer the rest of that question, it will simply allow you to fill one spot in your matrix within 3 minutes. And it's best used when you only have one more spot in your matrix that needs to be filled in order to get your $60 rebate. I always use the example, if you and I are sitting at a table and I tell you, okay, give me $35 and I'll give you $60 back, are you going to do it? Yes. If you got the $35, you're going to give me it now so I can give you back $60 within 3 minutes. That's how the Fill Now feature used to work. Within 3 minutes, you got your matrix to cycle and got your $60 rebate. Platinum placements will probably cause your matrix positions to cycle within a few days. 1, 2, 3, 5 days, something like that. Mitch has a question. Looks like if I have a premium ready, when platinum start, will that field show purchase platinum? Yes. Then it will show you a new button to click that you can buy platinums. It probably is going to be the same way pretty much that we have expedited and premium placements set up right now. Benito has a question. I have about $2,700 in JSS pending from rebates. Very good. When should I expect this money in JSS account? You'll be paid in $60 payments. As soon as one of your matrices is ready to cycle, it will. You have to work on each matrix to get it to cycle. They don't cycle automatically. Only about 10% of your matrices will cycle automatically if you continue to buy JSS triplet positions. The other 90% of your JSS positions, your JSS matrix positions, will not pay out $60 rebates unless you do something, unless you buy placements and placement upgrades. Those are the simple instructions. If you want the detailed instructions, you're probably going to have to read the placement FAQ or go to our 3 times a week training, How to Cycle JSS Positions. Another question. I have a downline member banned from the webinar. How does he get back in? Fill out a help desk request. If you were banned from the room, you were probably not behaving. And sometimes I'm told we don't let you back in. We just don't let you back in. We don't want you in the room. Rod has the next question. Carl, does the expiring 75 days also a fact that it's not a Ponzi? That's a indication that it's not a Ponzi, but a Ponzi is the bad word for a revenue sharing program that turns out to be bankrupt and everybody lost their money. You don't really know it's a Ponzi until it's too late. But generally speaking, if it's a program that pays 1% or more per day, it usually is a revenue sharing program, and it usually turns out to be a Ponzi. Yes. And if it's not a Ponzi, they're probably going to tell you on the website that they are not. If they don't say anything, they probably just don't want to tell you because they don't have a plan. They do not have a plan for the future. Be careful. As far as I know, Just Been Paid is the only program that is indefinitely sustainable and pays a lot of money. There's another one out there. It claims that it's indefinitely sustainable, but nobody's joining it, probably because of all kinds of reasons that we shouldn't be talking about in this room. Nobody wants to join because it's not working. They're not doing it right. At Just Been Paid, we're doing it right. That's a good headline. We're doing it right. Simon has the next question. How is the advertising PAX program coming along? Not very good. Will it be implemented soon? I hope so. We're looking for the person or people who put that together for us and get it up and running as soon as possible. If you have special contacts in that area, make sure you contact me, Carl, at justbeenpaid.com as soon as possible. Lynn has the next question. How long are triplers protected from restart after they purchase? You never know. After you purchase your JSS triplet positions, 5 minutes later there could be a restart. How about that one? Don't worry about restarts. Restarts only affect up to 40% of your positions. Up to 40% of your positions. I don't think we're going to change that. In the past, they've affected up to 75% of your JSS triplet positions. That's a lot. We know that. Probably the last restart did not work as well as we thought it was going to work. Future restarts will affect, at the most, 40% of your positions. And then that's probably only for the people who made the most money. If you didn't make very much money yet, it might only affect only 10% of your positions. Looking for the next question. I'm only answering the questions that are in red, so if you want a question answered from me, please see if you can get a moderator to post it in the room for me. Frank from North Carolina looks like, what would be the timestamp for each upgraded placement filled? Will they have a consistent timestamp or it varies? Placements are filled in the order that they were bought. So if you bought your placements before Joe, Harry, and Sue, you're going to get your placement filled before Joe, Harry, and Sue. And placements that were upgraded to premium or even platinum when that comes out, they will be filled before placements that do not have an upgrade attached to them. When are Fill Now and Platinum's available? I still think it's going to be this week, but I can't promise it. Slim has the next question. Looks like the restart FAQ needs to be updated. I agree. It still says restarts are 6 to 18 months. I agree. We're working on that. I have somebody working on it right now. Hopefully it'll be published very, very soon. John says, what about adding ClickBank? I don't think ClickBank supports HYIPs. Or Plimus? I don't know what Plimus is. If you think Plimus is the right thing for us to use, I'd be interested in hearing about it. I think our most important thing we need to do right now is to make it possible for people to use their credit card easily. Solid Trust Pay does allow you to use credit cards, but you have to follow the steps that they give you. And some people have trouble following simple steps. A lot of people would just like to lay down their card and say, here, I need it now. I want to buy 100 JSS triplet positions right now. Can you help me or not? And if they cannot pay them for them right now, they don't want to buy them at all. They don't want to jump through any hoops. They don't want to sign up for something like Solid Trust Pay first and then send over their driver's license or their phone bill or who knows what Solid Trust Pay wants them to send. Just follow the steps that Solid Trust Pay tells you to do. They've been doing this for years. They know how to do it. Actually, they work with you pretty well. You just have to do it, and then you'll be able to use your credit card. Carol said, Carl, if most of us buy platinum, won't we still be in a waiting period, such as what we are now in the premiums? If you're initially, no. Initially, platinums will take only a few days to fill. Now, by that time, we're expecting to bring out new programs that will again speed up what we're doing at Just Been Paid. Keep in mind, JSS has been around for over a year and a half. And now the waiting time to fill placement upgrades is about 36 days, 38 days, something like that. It's taken that long for it to go up that high. And all we've done is introduced JSS Triplet to the system. Now what if we add another program or 2 or 3 more programs to the system? They'll all be adding to the excitement and power of JSS. What's going to happen then? Probably the time to fill placements is going to go way down. So it really could be very interesting in the future. Mitch has the next question. We've heard for months new things were going to be implemented to help increase members' revenue. Is that ever going to come to fruition? Oh, you have to make it simple for me. I'm from Maine. We don't have any teeth. We wear boots because we're farmers and cold weather gear. We smell a little bit. And we don't know what fruition is. But I can guess. Been here for months. New things are supposed to be implemented. We're going as fast as we can, Mitch. If you haven't noticed, we have made quite a lot of progress in the last few months. We've made a lot of progress in the last few months, and we've kept our system up and running. And if we never do anything else ever again, if we never ever do any more improvements to our system, we're still going to be around for many years to come. How about that one? All we can do as good as we can. I could also just say, well, I don't know when the next things are going to be coming, and I don't know if anything's ever going to be coming. Would that be exciting? Probably not. Are there things coming? Oh, yes, there are. Reverend has a question for Carl. If I gave a family member my information to log into my account before I pass, I'm sorry to hear that you're thinking of passing. After I'm gone, can they go into my profile and change the information to theirs and just keep going? Yes, but you're going to have to give them your password to your email address too, because you can't change your email address without confirming in your old email address that it's okay to change to a new email address. So you'll want to give them the password to your email also. Okay, that's what you'll have to do. Looking for the next question. Looks like I'm answering questions that were put in the room about 4 minutes ago. Johnny says, when will Fill Now and Platinum be available? Hopefully this week. If you want to be safe about it, just say next month. We're doing the best we can. We really are. Jim has the next question. You spoke of those making the most money would be hit with a 40%. Okay. What range would this fall in? I don't know. We'll let you know when we know. It could also be that we will tell you the details of the restart after the restart takes place. Is that fair? Well, as long as everybody's treated fairly, I think that's okay. assume the worst, maybe, that you're going to be hit with 40% and use that. Then you won't be disappointed, right? And the second part of the question is, does this include Tripler JSS and all commissions? It includes JSS Tripler positions only. Now, your commissions might go down immediately after a JSS Tripler restart, as they have in the last two restarts. But keep in mind, for me, for example, I was making, during the first restart, before the first restart happened, I was making $3,000 a week. And at the beginning of the second restart, I was making $7,000 a week, every week for 2 or 3 weeks before the restart. And before the next restart takes place, I'm obviously expecting to make even more than that. So you generally do take a hit on your commissions too, because your referrals buy less positions, but to get back up and keep on moving and buy more and more positions as time goes on. That's what generally happens at Just Been Paid. That's how our program works. People get hit with their decrease in earnings, and then they get back up and running because we have the best program on the web. Keep in mind again, 10 to 40% will be what you're looking at for positions that get affected by the restart, and not like last time. Last time it was 25 to 75%. Quite a difference, right? Looks like Moneyman's got the next question. Since premium upgrades got preferential treatment and were filled first, shouldn't those matrices that are ready to cycle with premiums before platinums were introduced still be filled? No, because the people that pay the most money to get their services should be serviced first. That's how it works in the United States. If you pay more money, you get faster service. Makes sense, right? At least some of the people at Just Been Paid are from the United States, so we understand that well. I think it's fair. If I pay more, I want faster service. If I pay less, I'm willing to wait. If you don't pay anything at all, your matrices will eventually cycle, but it's going to take quite a while. But you'll make more profit because you're not in a big hurry. Emery has the next question. Why is it taking so long for downlines to get placement loans? I have some from 120 and 123. Because your downlines are waiting, they're only getting 5 placement loans per day. Each loan is $5, buys 1 placement in a matrix. So every day you get every day you get 5 of them. So if you have hundreds of placements that you have to buy, then it's going to take a few days or even weeks for you to get all of your placement orders automatically given to you. We give you a loan, a $5 loan for every placement. Then you have to pay back the loan when your position cycles. But I've seen this question many times. I know placement loans are being given every day automatically by our system, and people ask all the time, why are not my people in my downline getting their placement loans? Because I want to fill my matrix, obviously. Every time I check, it's always the same thing. Some of these people have hundreds and hundreds of placements that they're going to get bought for them with the placement loan, and you just have to wait. If they have to buy 200 placements, how long is that going to take? If they only buy 5 per day, it's going to take 100 days, something like that. 100 days times 5 a day is 500 placements. It can take quite a long time to get all your placements because we only force you to buy 5 a day. And a question from John, why is it that they don't debit the $10 loan? The $10 loan, we're talking about the $10 free money that we give everybody to spend when you sign up for JSS Tripler. That will be happening soon. You can count on it. We haven't programmed that yet because we're doing other things first. At Just Been Paid, we do the most important things first, then we do the next most important things. And the things that don't appear to be that important, we just never do because we don't have time. Again, we're looking for a new PHP MySQL programmer. If you know somebody, let me know. If they're really good, I'd be interested in speaking with them. If they're only a little bit good, I'm not interested. Leo has the next question. Why is it? I got that question already done. Sorry about that. Looking for the next question. Looks like the moderators have got their work cut out for them tonight, answering all kinds of questions without me. That's what they're here for. The moderators in this room are our first line of defense, the people that are paid to answer your questions. So they know most of the questions really well, especially the ones that they have to answer 25 or 300 times a day. Looking for the next question. Stacy has a question. Carl, at my job, they are no longer giving us $100 Christmas bonus. We have 130 employees. Can I set up that many accounts under me and fund? Looking for the rest of the question there. Now, what's the best way to answer that question? Well, each of these people need to set up their own account. Each one of them has to have their own AlertPay account. So how are we going to do that? We don't really like making special requests. Don't like to take care of special requests because it messes up our system. The system is designed that everybody who participates needs to set up an account themselves with a different email address, obviously, and then use a different payment processor account. If you can somehow get that taken care of for everybody, you're all set. Did I answer that okay? I think so. Why not? There's a good name. Asks. Question. Can for next payment processor suggest WebMoney? If WebMoney is takes credit cards, that would be interesting for us. If they are a proven payment processor and we know they're not going to take our money and run with it, that would be interesting. If they're located offshore, that might help a lot too, because if they're located in the United States, eventually they just might have their account seized, and all those millions of dollars that we have in it will be taken by the government authorities. Do we want that? No. Lindy asked the next question. Call for the same reason we do not allow email, Facebook IDs, etc. is the one reason you should not discuss the location of our server. If you want to know the location of our server, it takes you about 10 seconds to figure out if you know how to do it. Does that answer the question? Manny asks the next question. When do we start using the advertising surf module? I don't know. We're still taking names and offers. Who's going to do that for us? That's a good answer, Carlos. Somebody's asking what's the age limit to join JBP? Frederick, as far as Frederick is concerned, there is no age limit. But you do have to have your own payment processor account. How's everybody doing? Any more questions I can answer tonight? Well, this is one of the longer conference calls we've had, isn't it? Best thing you can do is try to follow the simple steps. If you're talking to people, like your referrals, like your people that you're introducing to the program, and they cannot follow simple steps, they may fail. It's not that easy to follow simple steps for some people. If they're making lots of excuses, they're probably not the right person either. Look for people who are ready to go. There are lots of them. There are lots of people who cannot follow the simple steps. There are lots of people who are very set in their ways or brainwashed by society that they have to do this, this, and this in order to be successful. At Just Been Paid, we do other things. Don't even have to get out of bed if you don't want to. Make thousands of dollars a week. Might have some back pain if you're staying in bed that long. Steve T asks a question, why are new referrals having difficulty getting confirmation emails so they can log on? Well, depends on which email address they're using, right? If they're using a Gmail address, they shouldn't be having any problem. If they're using an email address that does not work well with home business, you need to encourage them to sign up for a Gmail address. Sometimes Yahoo works pretty well, but sometimes it doesn't. Let's see if we can get one of the last questions in the room here. Sim P asks, is it possible to cycle one of my matrix positions with my own placement purchases entirely? Will I always be having to finish a matrix from downline or spillovers? Well, you can buy placements and placement upgrades for every spot in your matrix if you want to. That will cost you $80 and you'll get paid back $60. Is that what you want? If you do that many times, you'll be losing a lot of money. The best thing to do with JSS positions, just buy placements for spots number 1 and 2 and then wait a couple of months. You'll find that those positions those matrix positions that you bought will fill up quite a bit. Then sort them by almost full matrices on top and see what you can do to fill up the last spot or 2 in those matrices. That's how I do it. Works really well. Johnny has a question. I stopped getting emails from Just Been Paid except for the new referrals. When you get new referrals, that's coming from our main server. When you get emails, the other emails come from our mail server, and that's been working well, I believe. Let me see if I received any emails in the last few minutes. Usually what I do, if I want to know if our mail system is working well, I just look at my own account. If I haven't received any emails for several hours, there's something wrong. And my last email I received about 20 minutes ago. So it looks like it's still working. That's from JSS Tripper. Is that what we're talking about? Remember also, if you're not receiving emails, then it could be that the server where we're sending out all of those emails is blocking your email address. You need to change your email to something different. Some emails are being sent from one server, some from another. So maybe our mail server is being blocked by your ISP, because we're sending 1.5 million emails per day from our mail server, or mail server number one. We're going to be having mail server number 2 very soon. So we can send out 3 million emails per day. When you send that amount of emails per day, you tend to get blocked by ISPs. Another question. Do you think in the future JBP will be able to do direct funding, withdrawal via credit cards or bank wires without the need of a payment processor? I hope so, but that is not, it's not going to be easy to do maybe. Remember, we do strange things at Just Been Paid. We have a revenue sharing program going on here that's indefinitely sustainable. Obviously, lots of people do not believe that we're indefinitely sustainable. When we get to the point that everybody really believes that we're indefinitely sustainable, then we'll be able to do anything we want to do. But right now, a lot of people still do not believe that we really can be indefinitely sustainable. Because of that reason, normal credit cards and normal mainstream stuff is not going to be easy. Okay, I think I've overdone my stay this evening. Thank you for being here this evening. I wish you much success at Just Been Paid. You deserve it. I hope to see you back again soon. Next time I'll be in here will be tomorrow evening, in case you want to stop by. Tomorrow evening we have a double header, if you like sports. It starts out already at 8 o'clock in the evening, where you can learn how to cycle your JSS positions in the JSS training room. You're welcome to come in this room a little bit ahead of time. We'll give you the link for that. That link is already posted in the email that you received too. Learn how to cycle your JSS positions, especially if you have a lot of JSS positions. That's money in the bank, but you're not going to get it out of the bank. You're not going to get your $60 rebates unless you do something. So learn, find out what you need to do to cycle your JSS positions. It's really not that difficult, but they don't cycle automatically. Hope to see you back again soon. This is Carl Pearson signing off. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.